Ow! Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to the channel. I know it's been a minute, but your girl has been busy trying to do entrepreneurial things. You know, stay at home, order things, mom things, wife things. It's been busy, but it's been real. And I'm glad I could be back in the chair in front of the lens to give you guys another look. The style that I'm doing today, you guys are already gonna see it if you follow me on Instagram, which you should be. Y'all already probably saw it, but I wanted to show you guys the style here on YouTube and how to achieve it. This is actually gonna be my first time trying this style, but it seems pretty simple to me because I already know how to do like knotless braids and box braids, so it doesn't really seem too much different from that. It's just bandanas. This is the beginning of the video, so I am planning on doing two. If two doesn't work, we'll go to one. But the goal is to do two. And I'm gonna be using some bandanas. I'm gonna use some Got to Be spray. I'm gonna be using my blow dryer. I'm also gonna be using Cream of Nature heat protectant. It's like a 7-in-1, and a couple other things like bobby pins, rubber bands, just to make sure this style is extra laid. And of course, we cannot forget, I will be using a parting comb from my website, as well as, you guessed it, Braid Glaze. That is my very own hair gel. You guys should be able to purchase it by now. The website should already be live and the gel is stocked. So this is just a behind the scenes video really of me doing the style, and you get to see, you know, like when B2K and 3LW and all of them would go on tour, you know, they would sell the CD and then they would sell the backstage tour CD. This is the backstage tour. This is the behind the scenes. Fresh, no makeup. All right, anyways, that was the longest intro ever, but I'm gonna get right into it, okay? Step one for this style is to get your hair as sleek as possible. I am using the blow dry method. You could use a pressing comb, flat iron, whatever it is that you need to use in order to slick down your hair. I'm going to be using this Conair Goldbird blow dryer, and I'm going to be using a Denman style detangling brush as I blow dry. And I'm not trying to get a straight blow dry, but I am trying to get it extremely detangled and very pliable, so that way once I apply my gel, I'm able to just mold it down with a lot of ease. I'm also going to use this Argan Oil Perfect 7 leave-in treatment, and I'm using it as a heat protectant for myself just because I didn't have any. This heat protectant did feel like it had a lot of water in it, but it smelled great. I didn't feel like my hair was sticky once I was done blow drying it. I used the setting on low temperature when I did my blow dry, and yeah, that's all I got for this. I'm gonna leave it fast forwarded through this blow dry part, and then we'll jump right into molding the ponytails. I'm just going to repeat the same process on the other side. So I'm spraying the Cream of Nature Perfect 7 spray onto my ends, all over my hair, and I'm going to use a detangling brush to comb it through, and then I'm going to just jump right in with that blow dryer and straighten it out. Now I'm taking my Pitre Essentials parting comb, and I am going to give myself a curved divide down the middle of my head. I didn't want to do a middle part just because I have my bald spot and I really didn't want to expose myself like that. So yeah, I'm doing just a curved part. And next you're going to see me using the tip of the comb, sort of like a pencil, and then I am going to feel for, you know, where the line ended and just continue that curve all the way on down. And then I'm gonna go in the bathroom and fix it up right now. Okay, here is a view of the back. You see how it curves? I didn't want it to go straight down. I wanted it to kind of flow. I love doing my parts like this, especially when I wear two buns with my curly natural hair. This is my favorite. So here is Braid Glaze. It is a stronghold, non-flaky, non-greasy gel that you could use on your edges. You could use it throughout your hair, as I am gonna do. This is the type of gel, nice firm gel that you want to use whenever you're doing your braid styles, puffs, and ponies, just to get it molded down. See that gel? It's firm, not going anywhere. It is clear, it doesn't have any tint to it. It is a pineapple scent, and I really think you guys are gonna like it. So I'm going to smear this gel all over one section of my hair, and then I'm gonna follow up with the Pitre Essentials parting comb and smooth all that gel in. One crucial tip: before you start molding down your hair, make sure you take out your edges if you're going to leave like some really extreme baby hairs like I am going to be doing. You don't want to accidentally leave those molded in there, just because you're going to have to take down the whole ponytail, and then you're going to have to take out those little pieces of hair, and then you're going to have to remold the ponytail all over again. Okay, ladies, so when you're molding down your section, don't be stingy with the gel. You need it molded down. The whole point of this look is to get it sleek. Now, if you are a natural girl and your hair reverts, that's fine. You are gonna have texture to your style. The only reason mine is super sleek, as if I straightened it, is just because of the texture of my hair. If you have a little bit of wave in it, that's perfectly fine. The whole point of this process is to just get it molded down to where it's like stuck to your head, okay? We don't want anybody feeling like, I can't do this because I have this type hair. You can do it. You just need to mold it down, put your scarf on. If you have texture, you have texture. Embrace it and make it you, okay, girl? All right. So when you're applying the gel, remember, apply it liberally throughout the entire section. Apply it along the part, all over your hair, okay? Now, once you've got that section molded down just with the gel, you can use Got To Be spray. I've seen Got To Be freeze spray. It's in a yellow can. You can use that to really help your hair stay down, especially if you know it needs a little bit more than just gel. So that's what I did at the end. I just sprayed just a little bit to give me a stronger hold. That way when I sleep during the night, it wasn't gonna mess up, and when I wake up in the morning, my hair was still gonna be nice and sleek. So here I just applied the gel to the other side of the hair, and you can see me getting really close to that part that I made, and I'm using the teeth of that fine tooth comb to really smooth in the hair. And again, as you can see, I left my edges out for the other side, so that way, you know, I could style them when I'm done. Okay guys, I am back. So I have started to mold down my hair. As you can see, this side is all set. Left out the edges. This side is all set. It's the back. Okay, and now I'm going to add my braiding hair and the bandanas. This braiding hair is just regular pre-stretched color number 4 or number 2, and I only used 2 bundles. The bandanas I got from Forever 21. I'm just going to attach the bundles of braiding hair to my ponytails with the rubber band that's on there. Now the light pink bandana I'm showing you right here, got that from Forever 21. The black one also got it from Forever 21, and then the hot pink one that I'm going to show you, I got it from the beauty supply store that very day. I just felt like that color was just going to help the pink really stand out, and yeah, I think it came out beautiful. What you're going to do is, so this is your handkerchief. This is how it looks. Okay, pretty much I'm just I'm just gonna grab it so that way the ends are like tapered, right, as if it was braiding hair. And then I'm just gonna grab it in the middle, and this is basically, well, actually I'm gonna make it slightly uneven, and this is how I will feed it in. So I'll do it the same way as when I'm doing a knotless. Put it through my fingers like that, and then feed it in. So that's basically it. First thing you're going to do is take one of the bundles. You're going to grab it by the rubber band that usually come attached to your braiding hair. If you don't feel comfortable using the rubber band, you can always take that rubber band off, get one of your normal scrunchies that you use, and basically tie it around the braiding hair, and then you will secure that around your ponytail. Now you want to make sure that you're not doing it so tight that you're giving yourself a headache, but you just want to make sure that it's absolutely secure. Keep a couple bobby pins on hand. That way, if anything might look like it's slipping, you can just pin it back up. Once you've got your hair secured to your ponytail, you're going to divide the braiding hair and your hair into 3 equal legs. So I had to do the first braid on camera, and then I realized the little mistake that I made. I started the braid off with my real hair, and it didn't look natural. It looked very clumpy and bumpy, and I didn't like that. So I went back to the drawing board, took the braid out. Well, actually, this braid that I am doing right now, it is going to be the correct way to do it, okay? So I'm just adding that bundle of braiding hair onto that ponytail, and then I will show you what to do next. You're going to take your first handkerchief. I cut this in half. Yes, in half. I cut it in half just because it made it a lot easier for me to attach it to the beginning of the braid. If you don't cut it in half, it's going to be way too bulky. So after you cut it in half, you're going to literally just fold it into itself, okay? And once you fold it into itself, you're going to proceed with dividing your hair into 3 even legs. Then you're going to take this handkerchief as if it is the first piece of your braiding hair, okay? So you're going to see right here. So I am dividing each leg, dividing the braiding hair, and I'm dividing the my real hair. So this is why I blow dried, simply because I wanted to make it easier for me to separate my real hair and the braiding hair. And then when I do separate it, I want to make sure that it blends. So that's my reasoning for blow drying. Now after you've got it sectioned, take your take your bandana that has been cut in half. You're going to place it on top, and then you're going to you're literally going to hold it with one leg and hold it to the other leg. Let me replay that for you. So again, you're going to take the bandana, you're going to place it on top of your hair. Each of those legs of the bandana is going to get put with one of your legs of braiding hair, okay? And you'll be left with only one of your legs that does not have a bandana, okay? Now once that's done, you're literally going to continue on braiding as if this is your real long and flowy hair. Now, I'm looking all distraught because I didn't think I was going to be able to see the bandana. I thought that I did it too tight and that the bandana was actually going to push the braiding hair down and expose my rubber band. So I was like freaking out until I felt that little part right there, and I said, okay, that's the fabric. So I stopped and I went to the bathroom and realized that, yeah, it looks good. Now remember, cutting the bandana in half, it just allowed me to have a little bit more flexibility. If I didn't cut the bandana in half, it would have been a lot more bulkier. And when you're braiding, you want to make sure that your bandana is showing more than your hair is showing. So after each move, try to make sure feed this in. So remember, it's like this, right? I'm just going to put it right there, and I'm gonna continue the braid. If you happen to notice that, oopsie, one of the legs is thinner than the other, you can always add in a little piece of hair. So like from one of the legs that's pretty thick, you can go ahead and just separate a little bit and then transfer it to the leg that is lacking. But this part, you want to have a firm grip, because you want to make sure that, because you're holding a full bandana, the braiding hair, and the remnants of the beginning bandana that you added. So you really want to have a good grip on this. You have a lot of room for forgiveness, simply because this is not braiding hair, this is bandana, so it is covering up a lot of the flaws, but you still want it to look good. Piece. Now, I think I added this pink piece too far down, but it's okay. We're gonna go ahead and add this black right here. Right now. I'm literally just feeding it in. Now I'm going to take this rubber band and I'm just going to tie off the end. And I'm going to flip this braid like that. And if you notice any pieces that are sticking out, then you will just take your rat tail comb and you will smooth it in until it's smoothed in there. Oh, let me show you guys the back. So right here, I am taking the swoop brush, which is on my site. You're going to dip the bristles into Braid Glaze, and then you're going to gently apply the gel onto your loose hair that you exposed. Then once you apply the gel to your hair, you're gonna flip over to the comb side of the swoop brush, and then you're going to use the comb to basically carve out your swoop that you want to do. Now, I wanted it to be really extra and really extreme, just because I felt like that was the best way to express myself with this particular style, and simply because I'm launching a product and I really wanted it to be eye-catching. So as you can see here, I literally am going over that same swoop over and over and over until it molds down into the shape that I want it to be. Don't get discouraged if your edge doesn't look like how you want it. Sometimes you have to actually go over it a couple times, like almost like train it. You have to let it get used to the brush, to the gel. Sometimes you don't have enough product on it. Sometimes you have too much product on it. Sometimes you need to use a little bit of water on the edge brush and then begin molding it. So there's a lot of factors that go into styling your baby hairs. And yeah, the number one thing I can say is just have patience and just keep going over it and over it and over it until it forms into the swoop that you want it to. Now, by the time I'm done, I think I counted about 8 or 10 swoops. I want y'all to count and let me know how many y'all saw in my hairstyle. Okay, so I'm just super excited to have been able to launch this product. I already posted a video mentioning the launch. I have blue braids. They were blue Pop Smoke inspired braids. These are bandana braids inspired by Cardi B and a braider named Yale Michelle. And I saw her doing bandana braids on her customers. Super cute. So shout out to her. I hadn't seen anybody do 2, so I thought that I'd make my style unique and do 2. I really hope that you guys like it. Here is the final look, looking all sleeked out, decked out. You can see the braids are pretty long. They are slightly stiff, so you could dip them, but I think that that would probably maybe loosen the braiding hair and loosen the bandana. Thank you guys for watching. I really hope you guys like this style. If you do, give it a thumbs up. If you're gonna try it, give it a thumbs up. Let me know what you think of braid glaze. You can find it on PitreEssentials.com. Bye y'all.